Kamala Harris did win Maryland's 10 electoral votes, but her support in blue states wasn't enough for her to secure the presidency. Trump saw an increase in support compared to his last presidential run 4 years ago. Fox 45's Mackenzie Frost spoke to pollster Patrick Gonzalez about some of those numbers.
Taking a look at the numbers, you can see an interesting picture. We noticed that Donald Trump earned more support this year among Maryland voters than he did in 2020. This year, he received 37% of the vote, and in 2020, he received 32%. However, taking a deeper dive into the data, we are getting a clearer picture of just how potentially low the turnout really was this year. In 2020, Joe Biden and Kamala Harris received 1.9 million votes. Donald Trump and Mike Pence earned 976,000. But this year, Trump and his running mate, Vance, earned 920,000 votes. We spoke with pollster Patrick Gonzalez about what this means for Republicans in a state like Maryland, where they're outnumbered by Democrats 2-1. He says it's clear the messaging from Kamala Harris didn't land with everyone.
He spoke to a reality that the average kind of person could see and feel: the economy, immigration, and offered a solution. She never really expressed it in a clear enough way, I don't believe. Again, I think the Democratic Party fundamentally has been way too driven by emotion for 8 years.
We also talked about the U.S. Senate race. Throughout the entire campaign, Angela Alsobrooks centered her messaging on control of the Senate, but at the end of the day, the results of the Maryland race for the U.S. Senate didn't matter in that equation.
We've seen this story before. David Trone based his whole campaign last winter on he was the better one to defeat Larry Hogan and control the Senate. I mean, one step at a time, guys. When you are arguing about something, you have an end date, like, for instance, the primary end date was May, and all you're talking about is November general election. The average person kind of can't relate to that. And in the same way, we saw, although Angela Alsobrooks is a horribly impressive candidate, I would suspect that her advisors told her spend a lot of time on this issue. And quite frankly, it was a waste of time. It didn't cost her the election, but how ironic.
When it comes to the local impact, Patrick Gonzalez says it doesn't really factor into the calculus for local lawmakers heading into the next General Assembly session, largely because they have a supermajority in both chambers. In the newsroom, Mackenzie Frost, Fox 45 News.
I'm Kai Jackson. Thank you for watching. Here's another video to watch. Also, please take a moment to subscribe to our channel.